Hey guys, Plumber Hammer Mini Guy here. My channel is just shortened to Plumber Hammer because got to keep things simple. Doing a lot of assembly, and I'm going to take you through some of that over the next few weeks. Starting with a pile of Genestealer Cults from the Shadow Throne box. So I'll go through that as I assemble those, and then what you're seeing here is all the Tyranids that I've bought around the time that their codex dropped. So, including the Norn Emissary. Can't wait to build that. Can't wait. There's the big pile of sprues that is the Genestealer Cults, Shadow Throne box. Those are Neophyte Hybrids. I have a ton of those. I don't know if y'all watched the video where I opened up a eBay lot that I won in a bid and got a ton of Neophyte Hybrids. So out of these, I'm mostly going to be building icons, special weapons, heavy weapons, the good stuff. Probably whatever their sergeants are called. I don't know, cult leaders or I don't know. That's the Reductor Saboteur. That is a Kairic Acolyte sprue. I bought a bunch of these a long time ago because I was playing Thousand Suns and they're super zinchy, and I've never done anything with them. But Kairic Acolytes are great because they're super buff. And who doesn't love some Atlas-looking buff bods? So I'm going to turn some Kairic Acolytes into some cultists, and I'll show you all that a little later on. That's the HQ sprue. It's got a bunch of. It's got the Primus, the Magus, and the Patriarch. So I'm going to start with those. We'll get started with the Primus first. And here he comes. So real quick, I have been using Army Painter plastic glue, which the most common complaints I see about this glue is it's kind of gooey, goopy. So I counteracted this by mixing it with Citadel's plastic glue, which I find watery and not quite the consistency that I would like to work with. And what you get when you mix the two is something that's easier to work with. Or it explodes. Yeah, it works for me. Quick pause on the sped up assembly and the neat music. Here's an example of what not to do with your super strong plumber hands. Yeah. Squeezed him just a bit too hard there. But that's alright. He survived. You can see I quickly recovered the pieces as they flew across the room. Got him glued right back together. He's gonna live. His menacing little claw-fingered hand there was kind of tough. Took a little bit of rearranging and looking at instructions. Who looks at instructions? But there you can see he's got his wrist curled up toward his chin like, I will have revenge for the four-armed emperor. Yarr. So real quick, this is the little posts that they put on the heads of a lot of monopose models. And I call them the posts of GW wants their models looking in a certain direction and you can't change them. Unless you clip them off. So, clip those posts off and you can make that model look wherever you please. You can make him look at the floor if you want to. So next up is the Magus. That's the Psyker, the one that's plugged into the warp. And in some lore, she can communicate directly with the Patriarch and other commanding members of the cult. I recently read Fist of the Imperium, which deals with Imperial Fist's librarian that gets sent off to squash what turns out to be a Genestealer Cult uprising. And in the story, the Magus is a lady. And she does cool things. I don't really want to talk about the story too much because this isn't exactly a lore video. I will do lore on the channel, just not today. You know, we'll keep it specific to what we're doing here, which is assembly. I say all that to say the Magus model definitely looks kind of masculine. I don't know if it's any certain gender, but I wanted my Magus to be more feminine. So I wound up going for a female head that I found off of actually a third-party plastic company. And yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. I'll talk about it when I actually put the head on the model. So let's do some assembly. So there's the Magus head that comes on the sprue. As soon as my phone focuses on it. Focus! There we go. So, I mean, it looks like Worf from Star Trek. So, dug around in my mountains of sprues, and I found this little pigtails gal from a Penal Legion box, actually, that I got. Again, third party. I'll remember the name someday. But cut her pigtails off because they won't fit in the psychic hood. And I had to do some strange things. There you see. The head, like, sits way down inside the psychic hood. Like she's peeking out of a tulip flower, and nothing scary about that. So, had to take the old head and cut the neck off of it and transplant a neck underneath her head so that she looks like her head is a normal height above her shoulders. So, just, you know, when you're kit bashing, get creative, make it work, make it look good. Next up is the Patriarch. It's pretty straightforward. So, away we go. So far we got the Primus, the Magus, and the Patriarch. If y'all were thinking, good lord, the idiot forgot the front of the thing for the Patriarch, I just found it. It's on there. No need to panic. Wasn't anything too special about the Reductor Saboteur. I hear she's a really good model. The only thing I'll say is glue her all together first and then glue her to the base. So here's some of those Kairic Acolyte kit bashes I was telling you about. I made an icon bear. Isn't he just a swolger? And that stance, you could not make that stance with any of the Neophyte Hybrid models. He's just like, face me! Yeah, I really like the way that turned out. He's going to be cool. I just imagine he is spraying bullets with his auto gun and holding that standard high. And then this is a Kairic Acolyte turned into a heavy weapons wielder. That's the heavy mining laser. Sorry, the regular mining laser. The heavy one goes on the Achilles Ridge Runner. But I found a cult-looking icon in the Kairic Acolyte sprue. So it's probably supposed to be a Zinchi icon, but instead it looks very culty. So, with his strong arms, he's using both of his right arms to effectively wield that weapon, even though it's so very heavy. So with that, we are all done with the Genestealers for now. there's my little pile that I did finish. So, guys, I can't wait any longer. I am going to dive into the Tyranids in the next video. So, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for watching me build all these Genestealers models. Can't wait to paint them. That'll be for another day. But I am Plumber Hammer Mini Guy. Plumber Hammer for short. Next time, it'll be time for some Tyranids.